to my channel. So today I am wearing an appropriate colored sweatshirt for the review that I'm doing, which is on Angel Elixir by Mugler. Quickly before we start, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you're coming back, I love you. Thank you for stopping by as always. So I recently bought Angel Iced Star, which is the limited edition Angel that they do every year, I think, and that one was from 2021. But anyways, I bought Iced Star from the Mugler website, and I was sent Alien Goddess and the new Angel Elixir from 2023 as free samples in the package. So I started playing around with the fragrance a little bit, and I wanted to make a review on it today just because it is pretty new and kind of on a lot of people's radars. So inside, a journey into metamorphosis. A woody big bang with a caramel vanilla infusion blended with a spicy floral bouquet. An addictive contrasting trail. Woody floral gourmand eau de parfum. Refillable bottle. So there are definitely some big claims in here, and I'm gonna say right off the bat,
a journey into metamorphosis
makes it sound like really, really unique and groundbreaking. And before I even describe how the fragrance smells, it's not that. It is not a groundbreaking fragrance. I'm sorry. In the previous video, I talked about Vanilla Milk by Ellis Brooklyn and how it seems to be a very hated fragrance with an average of 3 out of 5 stars on Fragrantica. And this one is even worse to the public eye because, I mean, at least like Vanilla Milk is really unique and this one is not. This one is 2.74 stars out of 5 with over 200 votes. So that is... that's really, really bad. And so while I don't think that this fragrance actually smells as bad as it's rated, I think that it's how unoriginal the fragrance is that leads it to have such a poor review. Let's quickly go over the notes and the main accords. So the main accords are white floral, woody, vanilla, sweet, yellow floral, powdery, amber, and balsamic. It has top notes of pink pepper, middle notes of jasmine, ylang ylang, orange blossom, and sandalwood, and base notes of bourbon vanilla and amber extreme. This to me smells almost nothing like the original Angel. Like, it doesn't have like any of that DNA to me. Let's just do a quick spray. Like, I will say it smells nice. Like, right away, I'm like looking at the notes and I'm like picking up on that ylang ylang. Like, it has this very like smooth floral that adds just a really like refined sweetness to it. But to really get the elephant out of the room, even though it is like a nice smelling fragrance to me, this smells so similar to Valentino's Born in Roma as well as Black Opium by YSL. In fact, if I were to just kind of break down how it smells in the most simple way possible, literally just take Born in Roma, Black Opium, mix it, and that's pretty much what this fragrance is. A mix of the two most basic mainstream designer fragrances ever. Like, this kind of scent profile I think just has absolutely no originality, and for Angel Elixir, like the elixir to a fragrance that is so iconic and has been for decades, this just feels really, really strange. It's really uncharacteristic of Mugler to come out with a fragrance that is so unspectacular. Like, when I first smelled the fragrance, literally I just thought Black Opium, and then I smelled it some more and I was like, and it also smells like Born in Roma. And both of them are fragrances that I don't like. I think that they're just too strong and sharp and punchy for me. And I will say this one, while it does have a little bit of sharpness, it's a little bit more subdued than the other two fragrances. So this for me is just personally a little bit more wearable, but still, like, there's really just no denying that it's really uncreative. And I don't know if this is new, but Fragrantica has this pros and cons section, which I think is like new to the website. These are like AI generated, and people can thumbs up or thumbs down some of these statements to let others know how accurate these AI generated pros and cons are. So for pros, okay, honestly, like, I don't even know if I should bother going through the pros because all of the pros are like downvoted into oblivion. Like, one of the statements is smells like fresh candy on my skin. There's 2 upvotes and 15 downvotes.
That's kind of funny.
Let's talk about the cons, and there are a lot, and it seems to be very unanimous because they all have a very high upvote to downvote ratio. First one says, does not resemble the original Angel fragrance. Totally agree. I think there's really nothing about this that has that Angel DNA, which is just really confusing for this to be an Angel Elixir. Not an innovative release under the Mugler name. name. Totally agree. Really not a good look for Mugler in my opinion. Next statement says basic designer perfume scent. Literally just Born in Roma and Black Opium. I don't think it's anything special, unfortunately. Lacks the extravaganza of the original Angel scent. Also, I agree. I think that one is really polarizing, and it's a scent that's like not afraid to have these super unique accords, but this one just doesn't seem like it's taking any risks. Next one says L'Oreal's ownership of Mugler perfume department is a
shameless scam.
as 21 upvotes and 2 downvotes. So like people are really agreeing with that one, which I think is really funny. I mean, yeah, I'm not super familiar with Mugler's history, and I can't really tell you how much their formulas have changed after the ownership went to L'Oreal. Next one is disrespectful to the Mugler brand. And then not as intoxicating, bewitching, or addictive as expected. And the final con listed on here is outrageously different from the original Angel fragrance. Wow. I mean, people just seem to have a lot of bad things to say about this fragrance, and unfortunately, everything that they're saying to me is totally understandable, and I honestly agree with a lot of it. Guess let's get into the ratings. So presentation. This is what the bottle looks like. It's just the standard Angel Star, but with a dark blue colorway. I mean, there's nothing really new to talk about when it comes to the presentation. It's really pretty, but it's just like another Angel Star, but with different colored glass. And same kind of goes for the box. So this time around, they have Hunter Schafer as the ambassador for Angel Elixir, which I think that they did a really good job at picking someone to represent their fragrance, because I think Hunter Schafer is so stunning and an amazing actress, and I really do love her, and I love her look and the way that she portrays the fragrance. It seems super otherworldly and just beautiful in like a very cosmic way. Okay, let's talk about the scent briefly because I've already said a lot about it. I mean, it's a nice smelling scent. I don't think there's anyone who would really think this fragrance straight up smells bad, because it just doesn't. It's a very crowd-pleasing fragrance. It's nice smelling, and I feel like there's nothing to really hate about it other than the fact that it has no originality whatsoever. It opens up with this kind of sharp white floral. You definitely get that jasmine, and then it has this woodiness that kind of remains throughout the fragrance. And I'm definitely starting to get some of that amber. It has some fruitiness. It's definitely sweet. It has some vanilla, woody, and a little bit spicy, but yeah, nothing to write home about. This is nothing that I haven't smelled before. And last but not least, let's talk about the performance. This is just another aspect of this fragrance that I feel like is really uncharacteristic of Mugler fragrances, because I feel like Mugler is known for having these just super potent, powerful, high projecting, long lasting fragrances. I think all of their fragrances are such fantastic performers, except for like a few, like Angel Iced Star, but that one is an eau de toilette. But this one, as an elixir of the original Angel and an eau de parfum, I have to say the longevity and sillage is pretty disappointing. Personally, I don't mind that it's not like super loud, because like that would just be way too headache inducing for me personally, but it's just very unusual for Mugler to come out with a fragrance that performs so averagely. Like, I don't think it's a super poor performing fragrance. I would say on my skin, it definitely got 4 to 6 hours, maybe upwards of like 6 to 7. And then on my clothing, I sprayed it on one of my sweatshirts and I could still smell it many hours later. So I don't think the longevity is necessarily bad. The main issue with the performance of the fragrance is that it just doesn't project like some of the other Angel fragrances do, and for a lot of people that's really disappointing. So yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of sums it up for this fragrance. Overall grade, like, it smells nice. I don't dislike how it smells. In fact, I think it's more well blended to me than Black Opium and Born in Roma are. So like, this is something that I would maybe wear from time to time, but it's definitely not full bottle worthy to me. I can just really sympathize with the people who are longtime Angel fans and are really disappointed by this release. Does it seem like a cash grab by L'Oreal / Mugler Perfumes?
Yeah, a little bit, it does.
If there's one thing you should take away from this video, it's not a bad smelling fragrance, but for the newest, one of the most anticipated flankers for the Angel line, it's really just not special. Let me know what you guys think about Angel Elixir in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts. That's gonna be all for today's video. Thank you guys, as always, It's the pink pepper. It must be the pink pepper that's making me sneeze. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. I love you, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all soon.